Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, teacher.
Hello, good morning, chicos guapos. ¿Cómo van?
Good morning, teacher.
Good
Good morning,
teacher.
teacher.
Hello, hello. I'm going to register your connection.
Good morning,
teacher. Good
Good
morning.
morning, teacher.
Okay,
Good morning, teacher.
let me see, Rafa. Okay, I have Micaela Carrera, Brini Rivera, Said, Nick, Dome, John, Rafa, Pame, Simone. I have, let me see, Paulita Vallejo, Jordana. Let me see. I have Sebas Otuna, María Ángeles, Moisés Guzmán, Luis Imbaquingo.
Sí.
Okay. I have Gis,
Good morning, teacher.
Eric. Good morning, amor. Eric, I have Nicole. Nicole, Sebas Kishpi. ¿Y el otro quién es?
Good morning, teacher.
Okay. Melanie Romero. Okay, let me see. Okay, don't forget to turn on your camera, please. Just turn on your camera. Moises, Nicole, turn on your camera. Okay, very good. Let me see. Luis Fer Aguirre, no. Jamie Cabrera, no. Joan, no.
Sí, teacher, sí, teacher. Sí.
Okay. Carlita, no.
Sí, teacher.
¿Dónde está Carlita? Ah, ya, ok, ya te encontré. David Limaico. No. Tres parejas, sí. Denis, si está, se está conectando. Stalin. No. Ok, entonces me falta Luis Aguirre, Jamie Cabrera, David Limaico y Stalin. Okay. Okay, very good. I'm going to explain what we're going to do today. Today we're going to read, I'm going to read because we don't have enough time. We just have this class and the next week and that's it. And the scholar year will end. So I'm going to read today so we can go more fast. Okay, I'm going to read and I'm going to explain to you. Okay, so let's go please to our books, page number 97. Page 97. Okay. And today we're going to talk about the economic progress, okay? First of all, we're going to write today's date. Let's write just the short form. Write 18/06/2020. Write please today's date. Write the date. Okay, very good. So, as I told you, today we're going to talk about economic progress. We're going to talk about the gross domestic product. In Spanish, we name this el Producto Interno Bruto. Okay, gross refers to bruto. Producto Interno Bruto, and here we have the Human Development Index, okay? So let me read, let me just prepare this. Déjenme solo organizar mi pantalla para poderles ver a todos. Okay. Eric, turn on your camera.
Yes, teacher.
97. Mateo Limaico. Las cámaras, chicos, Eric.
No maduro.
Eric, Nicole, las cámaras. Sí son guapos para que... Dennis, la cámara. Okay. So here we have the economic progress of a nation is expressed by the gross domestic product, el Producto Interno Bruto. No, don't forget that, okay? The GDP. Highlight, please. The GDP is the amount of money generated by economic activity in a country over a year. So the GDP is the amount of money generated by economic activity, or the things that we sell, okay, and the things that we buy in the economic activity in a country of all the country. Estamos hablando a nivel nacional of all the country over 1 year period, 365 days, okay? And the GDP is caused because of the globalization of many countries to grow rapidly. Remember that we talk about the globalization and we say that the countries are going to sell big amounts of products, and that's why they are going to have more earnings, okay, más ganancias, okay? So the globalization has caused the GDP of many countries to grow rapidly. Some countries in Latin America have encouraged globalizations, have seen high rates of growth in GDP due to the fewer trade restrictions, okay? So we have that in Latin America, remember that we have 3 kinds of countries. We have the periphery countries, the semi-periphery countries, and we have the core nations, okay? So in Latin America, the most of the countries are periphery countries, okay? Are periphery countries. So they don't have a lot of development in traits of globalization or in traits around all the world, okay? So we have restrictions. We have fewer restrictions, okay? Tenemos ciertas restricciones, okay? That's because maybe we don't produce a big amount of products, or we don't have the machinery to produce something, okay? Then we have, however, increases GDP does not always mean a higher quality of life. For example, if Ecuador is going to be a part of the globalization, for example, I told you about the example of petroleum, I told you about the flowers, and we export. We have trades with another countries and export big amounts of flour, huge amounts of petroleum, but that's not why our quality of life is going to be higher. Eso no quiere decir que vamos a tener una higher quality of life, okay? For example, in the periphery countries that have a lot of natural resources such as oil, only private corporations and few individual benefits from the sale of these resources. For example, who is going to earn more money because of the exportations of petroleum? They are going to be the politics, actually, okay? Solo van a ser los políticos. Usted ve cómo está la corrupción, ¿no es cierto? So that's why the richness of Ecuador is not distributed in an equal, de igual manera, ¿ok? No está la richness, la riqueza no está distribuida equitativamente, ¿ok? Most of the population continues to live in poverty, ¿ok? That's why we have a lot of poverty in our country, okay? Very good. And here we have, let's talk about the Human Development Index. Also, the GDP, it refers to the GDP as well. It's going to be joined or connected between the gross domestic product, that is the GDP, and the Human Development Index, okay? So here we have also the GDP measures economic progress, okay? The Human Development Index, the HDI, is a better indicator of quality of life in a country. Okay, so the Human Development is going to measure the quality of life of a country. The HDI measures social progress and inequality. Who knows the meaning of inequality? Someone knows the meaning of inequality?
Inigualdad.
Yeah, desigualdad, inequidad, okay? Who remembers the meaning of gross? I told you the meaning of gross. Do you remember the meaning of gross? ¿Se acuerda cómo era? Producto interno bruto, okay? So gross means bruto, okay? But you're not going to tell your friends you are a gross. No le va a decir al amigo you are a gross, okay? We're talking about the money, the globalization, we're talking about trades. That's why we say gross, okay? So let me make a glossary right here. Here we're going to write gross, bruto, inequality, desigualdad o inequidad. Okay. Okay, so the HDI measures the social progress and inequality between the countries, okay? So that's why, because of the HDI, we have refers to 3 kinds of countries: periphery, semi-periphery, and core nations, okay? Es por eso que se han dividido esto, gracias a los estudios que realiza el Human Development Index, okay? It consists of 3 factors. We have 3 factors to measure the Human Development Index. We have the income, the per capita income, or income for each person, the education, and the life expectancy. Income son los ingresos, okay? Income, ingresos. Let me... Okay, so let's write here income, ingreso. So we are going to measure the income for each person. When we say peer, we refers to one person, okay? Per one. Okay, income, the education, if you have a good education service, and the life expectancy. How do you live? If you have a house, if you have a car, if you have a job, okay? That's the life expectancy. Let's go down to observe this map. Here we have the Human Development Index, okay? The orange one refers to a high development. This one, yellow one, it's a medium, okay? So we have a medium development in our country. Can you observe here? And then we have a light yellow. They have a low development index. And the pink one that we have here, we don't have data about that, okay? We don't know in which development level are they, okay? Very good. So let's continue, please. The part of learning to learn, we are not going to work. Let's go directly to unit number 12. And on this unit, we're going to talk about the natural resources, okay? The natural resources are all the things that we can find in nature, okay? It could be food, it could be materials that we can use to live, okay? So here we have types of natural resources. We have two types of natural resources. We have the non-renewable resources and we have the renewable resources. But what are the natural resources? Let's read about, okay? Natural resources are elements obtained from earth to safety human beings. Okay, so are all the elements that we could obtain from the planet Earth to satisfy human beings. Okay, we can eat the fruits, the food that the nature gives us. We can make clothes with the materials that the nature gives us. Okay, water, the sunlight, all of them are natural resources. They can be raw material, okay, raw materials. Who remember the meaning of raw materials? ¿Quién se acuerda? Raw materials.
Materia prima.
Materia prima, excellent. Such as iron, oil, iron, and wood. They can also be things that humans consume, such as water and animals, okay? So all the things that we can observe in nature are natural resources, okay? Some natural resources are necessary for the survival of human beings. Remember that we have studied about the basic needs and the wants. ¿Se acuerda? Los basic needs, lo que usted necesita para sobrevivir, y los wants, las cosas que usted desea, ¿ok? While others are used to make goods that satisfy invented needs. Los invented needs es lo mismo que los wants o los deseos, ¿ok? And here we have the first one. We have the non-renewable resources. Petroleum, coal, natural gas are examples of non-renewable resources. No se regeneran, okay? There is a limited supplies of these substances on Earth. That's why we know that the petroleum are going to end in a few years more. And that's why all the technology of transportation are improving, are developing new technology to use another kind of energy, okay? For example, the electrical energy in the case of cars and buses. Okay, we're talking about transportation because it's the most common use of the petroleum, okay? There is a limited supplies of these substances on Earth. If human beings continue to use these resources at the current rate, they will use them up. These substances will no longer exist on the planet. Okay. Then we have non-renewable resources are consumed every day. For example, for transportation, the means of transportations are going to use petroleum every day. Petroleum is used for gas for cars and in goods like crayons, eyeglasses, tires, and soap. Natural gas is used in paint and plastic. Both petroleum and natural gas are used to create electricity. Coal has many uses, including making steel. The steel is then used to build bridges and buildings, okay? El hierro, okay, the steel. And here we have a picture. Can you see a picture? Here we have a farmer that is planting some seeds. So here of these plantings of these crops, we're going to find natural resources. We use natural resources, for example, the steel, the metal, to make a car. We use the meat from cows, pig, sheep to eat. Okay, those are natural resources as well. And here we have the wood. Wood is a natural resource for making a table, a chair, okay? Let me observe. Okay, let's go to next page right now, please. Let's go to next page. And now we're going to talk about the renewable resources. Renewable resources, okay? Déjeme ver. Okay, renewable resources. It's the difference, okay? It's the difference of non-renewable resources. The renewable resources, they are going to exist every life, okay? So here we have renewable resources do not run out. No se van a terminar, run out. Okay, for example, the sunlight and wind are renewable resources because there is an unlimited supply of this. Trees and water are also renewable resources. However, these must be used with caution because they take a long time to renew. Igual nos toca, no porque no se vayan a terminar significa que vamos a hacer lo que queramos, ¿no es cierto? Porque dice they take a long time to renew, para renovarse o para regenerarse, ¿sí? That's why we have to take care of water. We have to consume just the necessary water. We don't have to pollute the air, okay? We don't have to throw trash on the streets or in the nature because they take a long time to renew, para renovarse o regenerarse, okay? And here we have a graphic. It says it takes years to grow a new tree. If a farmer, a tree farmer, is going to cut out a tree, and if he's going to plant a new tree, they will take years to this plant to become a tree, okay? And here we have a wind farm. Its wind turbines generate large amounts of energy and wind farms. Let's go to the next one. Moises, are you sitting down? Thank you. Verá que no porque la teacher esté hablando ahorita como loquita, quiere decir que no le estoy viendo lo que usted hace, ¿no?
Disculpe, teacher.
Por si acasito.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Then we have sunlight and wind are true renewable resources because they can provide electricity for homes and businesses. What is the meaning of businesses? Remember the meaning of businesses?
Negocios.
Negocios, excellent. Very good, Denise. Okay, and they will never run out, y nunca se van a terminar. They are constantly available. Biomass, materials from plants and animals, is also considered a renewable resource. Crops, garbage, wood, and even animals' waste. Estamos hablando de los desperdicios. Crops, garbage, basura, wood, and even animal waste are sources of biomass. So they are going to help with the renewal of all these resources, okay? It is renewable because it's always possible to grow or make more, okay? Siempre va a ser posible incrementar, grow, or make more, hacer más, okay? And here we have solar panels capture energy from the sun and convert it into electricity, okay? So we have here the wind farm. With the wind, they are going to use this energy of the wind to convert into electricity. And also we are going to use, with the solar panels, we are using the sunlight to produce electricity, to produce energy, okay? And here we have, let's go to the part of can you. En esta parte va a hacerlo usted solito. Vamos a ver cómo nos va, okay? Dice, complete the table with the resource used to produce each item. Okay, we have products. We have here eggs, leather. Remember, leather es el cuerito, okay? Leather shoes, cotton t-shirt, and bus ride. If we talk about bus ride, what do the bus need to work, to go on? ¿Qué necesita el bus para andar? Okay. And here in natural resources, vamos a poner si es non-renewable o renewable. Y vamos a poner si es que viene, si viene de la cow, hen, horse, petroleum, from caves, de donde sea que venga, okay? So you have to make renewable and not renewable, and another column about where do we obtain these resources, okay? You are going to have 3 minutes to complete this. Tiene 3 minutos. The time is running. I'm going to observe you. Moisés, your camera. Ya, le quiero ver trabajando, Moisés. No me vuelvo a apagar la cámara. Y esta ya es la penúltima clase. Ya la próxima semana se libera de la teacher Alejita. Eso es lo que ustedes quieren, ¿no es cierto? Liberarse.
No.
Sí, eso es lo que quieren. ¿Quién se va a quedar en la escuelita?
Yo.
¿Quién es yo?
No lo sé.
Moisés Alejandro.
Teacher.
Yo.
¿Y quién se va?
Amigos, teacher.
Me vaya o no sé.
Porque se va John.
Ahí depende.
A ver,
Se va el
espera. No les entiendo. A ver, voy preguntando. Jordana, ¿tú te quedas o te vas, amor? ¿No te quedas? No. ¿A dónde te vas?
Don Bosco.
Ah, chévere. ¿Qué tal te fue en las pruebas el sábado? ¿Dieron? ¿No es cierto?
Casi 5 se van al Don Bosco, de aquí
Sí.
de la escuela, de nuestro grado,
¿En serio?
El Juli también se va.
incluyéndome.
Sí, el Juni también se va.
Yo también.
¿Quién más se va? Déjeme ver quién más creería yo que... ¿Tú también te vas, Johan? Johan, perdón. Sí.
Sí, pero todavía no sabemos si pasamos las pruebas.
Creo
O
que
sea,
hoy nos dan
yo creo
mañana.
que sí.
Cosa, pero
Yo creo
sí
que
me-
sí pasa las pruebas, pero sino que lo complicado de ahí es que no hay muchos cupos y empiezan a hacer sorteos. Pero yo creo que usted sí le fue bien, muy bien en las pruebas y sí ha de haber pasado, pero el problema es que después entra sorteo y si es que no sale sorteado, no tiene cupo. Ese es el problema ahí. De ahí yo sé que usted es inteligente y que sí pasa las pruebas, pero...
Profe, hay
Diga.
como que creo 7 grados de octavo.
O sea, sí hay muchos, pero asimismo hay bastante demanda. Hay bastantes. Imagínate, si solo de aquí y con el otro grado que creo que dieron unos 12 estudiantes la prueba. Y si así va sumando usted de todos los colegios que hay, de todas las escuelitas, también hay bastante demanda. Van a también...
Mételes callas.
Bastantes estudiantes que dieron las pruebas. Ok, chicos guapos, sigamos. Vamos. I'm going to ask the question, and you're going to answer to me, okay? Let me take my pencil right now. Okay. Tell me, let me see. G's, X, renewable or no renewable?
Renovable.
Renewable, excellent. Renewable. The leather shoes. Tell me, Dennis Pastrana, leather shoes. Renewable or non-renewable?
Renewable.
Renewable, excellent. Renewable. Sebas Otuna, the cotton t-shirt. Renewable or non-renewable?
No renovable.
Are you sure? ¿Será que solo a quien yo Renewable. Moisés y Eric, la última vez que les pido que me prendan la cámara. No termine mal este año, por favor. Moisés. Moisés creo que está haciendo otra cosa porque ni siquiera me escucha. Testigos tengo. Denis. Verá que todavía se puede pasar informes a inspección de que usted no está cumpliendo las normas. Ah, le voy advirtiendo, ¿no? So we have here the cotton renewable.
Teacher.
¿Ya?
Teacher.
Dígame, amor.
May I go to the bathroom, please?
Corriendo,
Mira, mucho,
flash. And then we have the bus ride. Stalin, the bus ride will be renewable or non-renewable?
Non-renewable.
Non-renewable, excellent. Because it uses petroleum. So if the petroleum is non-renewable. Now tell me, where do we obtain the eggs? From which animal, Pame? Eggs. From which animal do we obtain the eggs?
Teacher, no sé cómo se dice ese animal en inglés.
Chicken?
Hen.
Chicken or hen, okay, it could be hen as well, yeah. The leader shoes, Paulita Vallejo, leader shoes. We're talking about leather, el cuero. It's a renewable resource. Like, ¿dónde se obtiene el cuero?
De la vaca.
Okay, from the cow.
Cow.
Okay, cow,
La
very
vaca.
good. Let's go to the next one. Nick. Cotton.
Calcetines. ¿Cómo se dice?
Sorry. ¿De dónde se obtiene el cotton t-shirt? ¿De una plant?
Plant.
Plant, excellent.
Cotton.
Plant. Nicole, the last one, a bus ride. Where do we obtain the materials to make this bus go on? No? Carlita?
Petroleum.
Petroleum. Excellent. Petroleum. Excellent. Very good. I'm going to count to 5 and you have to finish copying this, please. 1, 2, 3.
Teacher, le indicó.
No. 4 and 5. Okay, I'm going to play for you a song about the natural resources so you can have more information or a better information about this. Okay, it's a short song, just 1 minute. Okay, listen, please.
Natural resources are things we use from nature, and we use these resources in everything we do. From the water that we drink to fossil fuels, we use natural resources every day, and we use them all in different kind of ways. We use trees to make paper and build houses. Rubber comes from trees to make tires and erasers. We use natural resources every day, and we use them all in different kind of ways.
Okay, so as how the song tells us, natural resources we obtain from nature, okay, are all the things that we obtain from nature. Now let's go to the next page, page 103, and here we're going to talk about the sustainable development. Let me see, sustainable development. Okay, I'm going to read this quickly. I'm going to read just until here, okay? Oh, no. Yes, we have time to read all. Okay, let me hurry up. Okay, so the sustainable resources. Most development of the world today is not sustainable. That means that development currently relies on non-renewable resources, okay? So we have more earnings, vamos a tener mayor ganancias en los non-renewable resources because it's because of the same reason, okay? No se va a regenerar, entonces va a costar mucho más, okay? Sustainable development satisfies the present needs and human beings while protecting the planet and needs of future generation. It does not overuse natural resources or pollute the environment. Okay, let's highlight this part. And here we have a graphic, a picture about the sustainable development ensures the planet is healthy for future generations, okay? And that's how it's referred to sustainable development. The sustainable development are going to ensure, va a asegurar the planet health, okay? La salud del planeta, el bienestar del planeta. That's the sustainable development, okay? Let's go to the environmental exploitation. If we talk about the environmental exploitation, we are talking about that we don't take care of our nation, okay, or of our nature, sorry, okay? So one problem of globalization is unrestrained exploitation of natural resources. We can observe in this picture, can you observe in this picture? Here we have the illegal sale of ivory from elephant tax has damaged elephant population, okay? So it could be in risk of extinction. The elephant could be in this problem, okay? This is particularly true in periphery nations. For example, do you remember about the problem of Yasuni? That in the Yasuni, we have a lot of petroleum, and this multinational corporation an entrepreneur of another country wants to exploit this part of the Amazon region, okay? ¿Se acuerda que querían venir a extraer el petróleo? Era una multinational corporation, okay? Pero como ellos solo les importa, they just want the money, they are not going to take care of the nature, no van a cuidar la naturaleza. Y por eso las personas nativas peleaban en contra de esto, porque decía que todo su medio ambiente se iba a ver muy perjudicado por esta extracción o por este proceso, ¿ok? So, por eso dice que aquí, this is a particularly true in periphery nation. Remember that Ecuador is a periphery nation, okay? So we have multinational corporations with factory in poor countries often pollute and overuse, sobreutilizan o tienen un uso excesivo of all the natural resources. Some local practices also damage the environment. For example, here we have the illegal trade again about the elephants of rare animals and plants, and is a common source of additional income, okay, in some poor nations. As a result, these countries often have the most serious environmental problems. Okay, so the periphery nations are going to have higher environmental problems. And here we have these factories. This is a multinational corporation pollute the environment in periphery countries, okay? Very good. The part of can you, we are not going to do it. No lo vamos a hacer esta partecita de acá porque tenemos que investigar, ok? Y como les dije, no tenemos ahorita mucho tiempo. Let's go to la última actividad del día. Let's go to page 108. Let's go to page 108 right now. And let's work on this page, on this question, sorry, okay? Here we have match the products to the raw materials they were made from. Okay, we're going to match the columns to the final product, okay? Here we have, maybe it's a steel. Steel is on metal. We have the cow, wheat, and trees. And the other, we have table, a house, we have a bridge, meat, and bread, okay? Let me take my pencil. Okay, tell me, let me see if you haven't talked. Dome, steel. With which element we are going to match it?
Match it.
¿Con cuál vamos a unir?
Con
The
la
steel.
segunda.
With the bridge, excellent. The second one, with the bridge. Let me see if you haven't talked. Rafa, the cow.
Con la... ¿será?
With the meat, okay, meat. The third one, thank you, very good. Let me see, Melanie, the wheat. Wheat. ¿Con cuál le unimos?
Con el pan.
With the bread. Chicos, en inglés es un vocabulario básico, chicos. Okay. And the last one, Gis, you want to talk. Trees.
The house.
With the house, excellent. Very good. Okay, and that will be all for today. Eso sería todo por hoy, chicos guapos. Recuerde que leo mucho y nos estamos viendo la siguiente semana. Okay? Bye, bye, amores. Bye, bye.
Bye bye, teacher.